today or tomorrow. I think today or tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. And as always, you see some of the clowns right now, they're already celebrating early. And that's just how it is. Okay, Jake's them, they don't have any understanding. Okay, they don't have any understanding. All right, shalom, Mr. Brother Mawad, coming to you again out in the highway and the byway. Bring out this gospel and this truth to edify the hopefully elect of Yahshua, the Israel, so-called blacks, the Americans, and Latinos. To warn the 2/3 of our people that the Lord Yahweh Shemal Shai is getting ready to destroy Great Babylon, America. And they must repent and come back to the Savior. And also let Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, know that he, meaning the Edomites and their cohorts, which is these other tribes that have persecuted, raped, robbed, and pillaged the children of Israel, they're going to get their judgment according to the Lord's anger, and it's going to be real soon. Before we get started, let's turn to East Gimel in order to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Dash. Double honors and teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, likewise, brothers spin on the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Yeah, and I think it's Cinco de Mayo is coming up, which is that demonic holiday of celebration, which the Northern Kingdom tribe like to commit themselves to. Lord willing, Lord willing, he sends Esau sentries, he's ICE agent. Now the Trump has signed that executive order giving these sentries authority to beat the living shit out of Jakes. Hopefully disrupt all of their parties in various locations across Great Babylon, America, so that they can somehow maybe realize that the house of Mert is not the best place to be. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 5 and 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And this is the spirit of Jakes right now, okay? They keep putting it off. They keep putting off turning to the Lord, okay? They keep putting it off to listen to the prophets, okay? They're having a good time right now. As you can see right now, I'm on a mean strip out here in El Paso, Texas, and very busy road, nice cars. Everybody's getting the car polished. There's about 3 car washes out here. All of them are packed with cars getting washed today because you get some sunshine going. You don't have that dust storm that you had last week. And right now, being that this is a big spick town, they get ready to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so right now everybody's just dressing up to impress and go out there. But what they don't understand is this: is that the Lord is right now judging this place. You see, Jakes them, they like to wait till the last minute. They like to wait till they're down and out and at the bottom before they realize, oh, let me cry on the street loving Jesus. Well, Jesus is not going to save your monkey ass, okay? It's Yahweh Shai, okay? Yahweh Shai. And he's made it very clear, okay, that he has a day of wrath that he's going to be bringing, starting with the children of Israel. Starting with the children of Israel. So you have, like I said, I have some neighbors, they so comfortable here in Great Babylon, America, and they think that they're such a shit. Okay, they'll have boxes and boxes of Amazon products stocked up in the front of their house and they'll be gone. Okay, and they have no type of fear that people are going to break into their house or steal that stuff. This is how comfortable they are. Okay, this is how comfortable they are. They don't understand, okay, in the time to come, okay, and as we speak right now, people right now are driving around marking certain homes or certain areas of town that look like they have more than they need. For when that time comes, they're going to go back to those areas to go pillage, rape, and rob, and especially pillaging. Okay, so what you have here is a curious right here, because see, at the end of the day, these people, they like to look at you because we're like this mockery on the street. You dress up like this, you're on the street corner speaking with a voice of authority, and for them, they don't understand what is actually taking place. They don't understand. Right now, out here in El Paso, you are being given that warning. You doggone Jakes, you Northern Kingdom tribe, you so-called Hispanics and Latinos out here, which makes up about 85% of the population, of which 65% of them unbelievably think that they identify as so-called Caucasian. unfreaking believable. But that's okay. That's okay. You have no clue. You are not safe here. You are not safe in numbers. The Lord is going to have each and every one of you turn against each other for the minimum resources that's out here. Okay? Let's go into, because see, this is how people, they have that mentality. They believe that they're safe from judgment. They believe that they're safe from tribulation. Okay, that someone's got their back. Nobody's got your back. Even if they want your back, they can't have your back. They're going to be in such strife themselves. Okay, and we're going to go later on into 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, which talk about the fact that people are going to lose all sense of purpose. Okay, all sense of integrity, all sense of loyalty is going to be gone. Okay, and even people in your own household are going to be turned against you. So it's going to become an individual. I put up a video earlier this week, I believe it was on Friday, concerning the individual specialized judgment that the Lord Yahweh Shai has for each and everybody. Okay, so it's going to be customized and tailor-made for you to go through that doggone hell, which is eventually going to lead to death if you are not among the chosen. Okay, this is Jeremiah 5, and starting verse 20, it reads, "Declare this in the house of Jacob, which is the 12th tribe of Israel, and publish it in Judah, saying, Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not." Let's talk about that for a minute. You have eyes and you can't see what this man is doing. Those executive orders isn't just this man just sitting down and just signing a piece of paper. You know, they make a mockery of it. You know, they have the like a comedy show while they're doing it. You know, so that it's not as perilous or treacherous as it seems. But if you have eyes to see, and if the Lord is giving you wisdom, you would understand that this doggone king right now that's raised up, this cruel Lord, Donald J. Trump, it's a man that's going to have you people in such misery. You're going to think you're going to think you're in a damn Hollywood movie. And this is going to happen sooner than you doggone people think. If what they're saying is going down with these tariffs and the lack of supplies and food that's going to be coming to Great Babylon, America by mid-June, if that is true, okay, you people smirk and your smart assness is about to be wiped from your damn face. I mean, you can't even rest a moment out here. And I was watching some of the brothers, it was the elder bishops out there in Connecticut, you know, and all you can hear is just thumping music sound. That's going to work against you doggone niggas and sticks. Because when these sentries see you drive around your tinted car window and hearing a thumping sound, okay, it puts a spirit on them to know, wait a minute, that's a nigger. Because only a nigger really likes to drive around and be seen and being noticed. Here you are driving around your little Matchbox car, you know, thumping your sound, disturbing the peace. Your decibel is beyond the decibel that the town ordinance have set. This guy had the nigger friggin' doggone nearby house. They have one of them dome buggies, specialized dome buggy. Almost close to 11 o'clock last night. He's got that music blasting up loud like hell. Just a little spick nigger that spends his girlfriend's money on all his little exotic toys. Just think that he has no one to answer to, that he's the man on the doggone block. And the Lord is going to humble his ass. He's going to get humble. He's going to get humble. He's going to get humble. But that's the spiritual people in right now. You don't see the danger that the Lord has for y'all. Y'all don't see the danger that this man is going to put you all doggone so-called Latinos in. So-called blacks in. You don't see the danger. And when it says, and see not, which have ears and hear not. You're not going to hear the words. You're not going to hear the warning. The reason why you don't want to hear the warning is because you want to stay in that sleep. You want to stay in that slumber. You see, most of you men are not even men. You're worse than your damn woman. And your woman is about to see just how much of a weak ass simp you really are. See, you women, you like these weak men that bows down to you. And a woman always challenges you, like the elder apostle and the elder bishops have said. Don't give y'all. It's time for brothers now to take their balls back from these doggone women. These women can't save themselves. They can't save you. They don't know anything. The Lord created them to be simple and stupid. So there's no reason for you to bow nowadays in 2025 to any damn bitch. Get your damn balls in your doggone hand. And you doggone men, you men are so soft. You're gutless. Many of you driving by with your windows screwed up or just staring around, staring at me in oblivion. Okay, you're gonna wish you had walked up here and hear the word of the Lord. You're gonna wish you had heard this warning. You're gonna wish you had grown a pair of nuts. When these Gurger Troop kick your door down, when your neighbor turn around and smack the shit out of you and take your doggone last loaf of bread or your potato, your mac and cheese. When everybody seems to be against you. When suddenly you're sick. When suddenly you're doggone passive aggressive, lazy fat ass with a big gut can't run from danger. Most of you can barely walk. You don't like the sun to hit your ass. But you're proud. You're dumb, you're poor, and you're proud. And you don't like correction. It says, fear ye not me, said the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, will you not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it. So the Lord has a particular time when he's going to have Esau, okay, stop Esau from moving forward. This man's technology is only going to be so advanced. And you people out there, first of all, you haven't seen all the advancement of Esau's technology yet. Okay? Or he's got something to show you. Okay? AI is going to be introduced spectacularly in this society. But in the meantime, what the Lord has right now as a campaign, okay, Esau is doing a campaign right now of slowly breaking this place down so that you people, at some point in time, one day you will wake up. No running water, no electricity, no internet, no job, no food, nothing. And we're going to see how proud you women are. You women that drive around your little car, you get your nice job. You're above a man. You don't need a man. Okay? The man that you have in your life, you probably support him, or you make more money than him, and even if you make less than him, he bows down to your authority. Okay? We're going to see how that's going to work for you. We're going to see how that's going to work for you. Because at some point in time, you're going to really need a real man. And that little sugar-coated little pony show piece of shit that you have, that you walking with you, that may lay on top of you for 15 seconds, and you think that's a man, you're going to find out. There was I can't remember the name of the brother is who put up a video. You got men going around right now raping men. They're not raping the women, they're raping the men. And we told y'all that. A lot of you bitch ass niggas and spicks are going to get bent over and turn into a damn woman. I mean, you're already a damn woman in the spirit anyways, but this is what's taking place here in Great Babylon, America. You got men now raping men. Yeah, we know. They're going to get us off the highway and byway soon because we're disturbing the peace supposedly. And though they stare off towards themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over. Okay, Esau can try everything he try. He can come out for the children of Israel, which he's going to get the 2/3. There are going to be certain brothers that are going to be martyred. We don't know. Each and every one of us brothers out here on the highway and the byway. Okay. We bringing out the testimony of Yahweh Shemashai, who we call Lord of Jesus. So each and any one of us, the Lord can have already written, is going to be that sacrificial lamb that's going to be put to death in some way or some fashion. Okay? To glorify the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. All the rest of the brothers are going to be calling lightning from the sky, creating an earthquake with their thoughts, providing food for the multitude of the elect that the Lord is going to be preserving. And not a damn thing is going to happen to the elect that's chosen. And the Lord already made that promise that he's going to bring the 1/3 to the fire of adversity. Okay? The fire of adversity. While you people out here catching, they're going hell. Okay? You smirkers, scoffers, they're going proud, poor, ignorant, doggone, stupid sheep. While you're catching hell, the chosen elect is going to get through that adversity. This man just signed an executive order, and that executive order is to come after you doggone Latinos and Native Americans and so-called blacks in this country. Heavy-handed. They were looking to deputize doggone people to do that work. There ain't gonna be no more filming and then, you know, going to court and suing them or whatever case like that. No. It's just gonna be judgment after judgment after judgment after judgment. And the Lord is giving Esau that authority to do that. Because your doggone people are just a bunch of wicked doggone Hebrew Israelites who don't really want to obey the commandments of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. He says, but this people had a revolting and rebellious side. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord Yahweh Shemashah our power, that giveth rain both the form and the latter. In the season he preserveth us unto the appointed weeks of the harvest. Okay? So y'all don't think about it, the fact that the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is going to get you at some point in time in the future. That your ignorant, doggone wickedness is not going to be something that you're going to just get away with. What, you think you're just going to just get away with being a homo? You think you're just going to get away with being adulterous? Like, okay, for you doggone women, okay, for you women that might have cheated on your doggone brother or cheated on your husband, okay, a brother in this faith, one of the chosen elect of Yahweh Shemashah, okay, doing this work, and you might have had that hidden, that brother doesn't know, okay? When that time of tribulation comes, the Lord is going to reveal that. How he's going to reveal it? Because he's going to judge your ass. You're not going to be part of the harem of women, which is going to be lost, okay, that the Lord is going to give to the brothers, okay, to help them through time, which is basically what? Cook, clean, and serve, and massage your back, and be in strict obedience, pretty much, all right? So you ain't get away. You might think you're slick, okay, but you're not going to get away. The Lord might not preserve your ass. Let's go into Amos 3 and 1. Now let's talk about some laws. As I put up a video earlier this week concerning the dietary laws, okay, and in particular the one with the pig. And nobody like, you know, the one thing I noticed with unless you are one of the elder brothers, I noticed when you put up a video concerning the dietary laws, okay, or you put out the video concerning the MOTB, which is the RFID microchip, that's going to be embedded, okay? Those videos tend to get very little looks and very little like. Now that was a great video, and yesterday only got 3 likes. Proving that our people don't like to hear the truth of corrections. And I'm talking about people who actually watch your videos. What is there not to like? What is there not to like about, I gave you the detail about the laws that come out of the book of Leviticus, and also the videos, even from the signs of Esau himself, okay, concerning, okay, what happens when you eat swine. What happens when you eat swine, but that's okay. That's okay. See, again, y'all like to, a lot of people like to hear the sweet things, okay? They like controversy. What people are looking for in your videos and in your camps is they looking, especially in your camp, they're looking for your camp to have a headline that says, Edomite came and punched prophet, which of course that will result in that Edomite getting the fuck punched back. And then some. Alright? Or Jacob, whatever the fuck it is like that. So, but that's that what you're looking for is entertainment. Pretty much. And that's our people right there. Even in this truth, in this ministry, you're constantly looking for entertainment. Nothing more than Jason would like to see is you come out here on the highway and byway and get assaulted or shot at or some crap like that, and you put that in the thumbnail or something like that. Oh, boy, you can get a lot of damn looks. If you've been getting only 4 or 5 looks, you will go in and now get 3, 4, 5, 600 looks. That's entertaining. And that's the mindset of our people. That's why people don't learn shit. The majority of people around you are fucking ignorant, doggone, useless shit bags. They don't pay attention to nothing. They have no skill set. Okay? All they are is to be around you, hoping that you would freaking not gonna pay attention and not gonna save their ass. Okay? This is Amos 3 and 1. It says, hear the word that the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, has spoken against you. O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Why the hell you doggone people, why the hell you doggone so-called Latinos and Native Americans and so-called blacks think you're catching hell right now? Why think you're catching hell? Because the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is punishing your doggone dumbass. Okay? That's why you're catching hell. Okay? The laws were given to us. Do not commit adultery. Men are not supposed to be with men. Sodomites. All women being with women. You're supposed to be the head of your household if you're a man, not the damn woman, not the kids, not the dogs. The Lord despises sissy men. A lot of you men are just not men, you're sissies. The women walk in front of you, you have no order, the kids have no order, the children, your dogs don't have no order. You're out of order. Can two walk together except they agree? Absolutely not. I could never walk with somebody I don't agree with. I don't agree with the ways of Great Babylon America. You have a whole month coming up in June that's dedicated to an abomination. What do they call it? Pride Month? Oh, see, y'all don't want to talk about it. Because you people are timid. You'll talk a lot of shit in the doggone video conference, you know, in your work, behind closed door, but none of you would step the hell out on the streets and let the world know you do not conform with that doggone sodomite doggone agenda that they're bringing out to your children and to you. You still have to walk with authority. Men don't know who you are. Women definitely don't know who the hell you are, which is a servant to your man. All chunky and fat, obese, rude, arrogant. Let's go into Proverbs 27:1. Because you have Esau who have a boasting spirit. Okay? There's a book of Proverbs 27:1. It reads, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest what a day may bring forward. What is that day going to bring forward? Most of you are planning, okay, on a trip. You're planning barbecue. A lot of you are already planning right now your little doggone Memorial Weekend thing that you can have. And between now and then, the Lord can put your ass in doggone debt. Lord willing, He does. Shalak Rayom Mashipayim to all of y'all doggone Hebrew Israelites that's going to celebrate that Cinco de Mayo bullshit. Shalak Rayom Mashipayim Babakashah, 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 Tawadi Haba Shemau Ashad. Shalak Rayom Mashipayim Babakashah, 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 Tawadi Haba Shemau Ashad. They destroy your asses. Kill your kids, kill your pets. Weak ass doggone sissy men. Rather than dedicating your doggone life to serving the Lord, being men, being watchmen in your household, once again going to be bowed down because they're going to celebrate some dumb, stupid doggone holiday that these Europeans gave y'all. Cinco de Mayo. Y'all supposed to be doggone Aztec warriors? Where's the warrior spirit in you when you're bowing down to bullshit? You know, damn warrior spirit. Shut the hell up. This is Luke 12, Psalm verse 16. Let's talk about this rich fool here. But this is exactly the spirit that our people are in. See, our people are constantly in the spirit of, I got tomorrow, I can wait. Oh, it's not going to happen in my lifetime. Okay. Why can't everybody come into the kingdom? Everybody is going to come into the kingdom, except the Hebrew Israelites are going to be ruling in the kingdom, okay? And everybody else is going to be slaves. You ain't get the ball star. Everybody's going to come in the kingdom. Esau will come into the kingdom, except Esau is going to be a damn slave, okay? I don't even have to hold this doggone post up. You all know exactly what they're supposed to ask for these doggone kites on me. We ain't holding back our words. What the hell are we holding back our words for? This place is done and true. There's a damn thing this man can do to any of us. He knows it and we know it. Unless the Lord Yahweh Shemai Shai gives you authority. You're the damn weakest doggone, you're the weakest doggone, the weakest creation, the weakest created doggone being on this earth. They can't have a damn doggone bad day in their damn life, falling apart. You see the suicide level go to the roof. Once the so-called time or whatever the hell is going on takes place. And Trump is jacking up America really good. Why the hell should not shot for that? Caesar Nero Trump is doing a great job. Okay, and that executive order he just signed last week, good. Why the hell should not shot for that? We'll start seeing less and less and less and less. You don't want to spikes and niggas on the damn street now, making all that damn doggone boom, jungle bunny fucking doggone sounds. This is Luke 12. Sound was 16. If you're looking for a soft-spoken nigga or something down the highway, that ain't me. If you're looking for some boy that's gonna give a shit, if your kids can hear me, that's not me. It's about your damn feelings. You don't spare your damn feelings. And you can look right in my doggone eyes and you can see I'm just not that type. You can look right in my eyes and you can see it. And 16 says, and he spake a parable unto them, this is a Mashiach, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. This rich Jakes them, you know, things work good for them. He saw fine favor in you. You're a fag, or you're a so-called black woman. You know, he can use you. He find favor in you. And he thought to himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. Yeah, that's these Jakes with all their nice homes, multiple mansions, or whatever the hell they got, cars. I mean, how many cars can you drive? So forth and so forth and so forth, get admiration, all that. And he said, this is what I do. I would pull down my bonds and go greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. This is the spirit of Esau, man. See, Esau have that spirit of we're gonna build America better. Anybody sit down for even go on 2 minutes and give some real serious thought to that. Nobody, America can never own factories that level what they had in the 1800s during the Industrial Revolution, okay, or in the 1940s, 50s, okay. It ain't gonna go back to that. Everybody's obese. If they're working extra hours, they're ready to sue. I say that the work environment is not tolerable. Okay, they don't have the spirit. Okay, and they don't have the mental or the physical capacity to endure the type of labor it takes to recreate a manufacturing society, which is what they have in China, and is able to distribute that across the world. So that is a fantasy, and anyone would have a anyone with a kernel for a brain, a kernel of corn for a brain, or the brain of the size of a kernel of corn, could figure out that that's not going to happen. What we can tell you what's going to happen is this: starvation is coming very soon. Starvation is coming very soon. Okay, and with that starvation is going to come a lot of violence. This man is going to bring his centuries on you doggone so-called blacks and Native Americans and Latinos. You are a target for the sword, okay, and the aggression and the hatred of these people. And you drive around in complete and utter ignorance. In complete and utter ignorance. It says, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much good laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. We've got brothers who come into this truth, not for 1 second, and all of a sudden they go back into the world. Because they didn't come into this truth to edify the sheep, to be humbled. They came into they wanted to be priests, and elder this and elder that. Man, you don't need no title, man. And you died insecure. So guess what? And I think some of the brothers from GMS was doing the video the other day on that cracker looking doggone friggin' doggone so-called brother who's part of the camp. He's back in the world. And they said they had a feeling that he wasn't right. Of course. Okay? There's a reason why he had feelings for that, because he was never right. Okay? It says, the power said unto him, thou fool, this night thou soul shall be required. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So here's the deal. Remember that plane crash that got hit by the helicopter? So now you watch that. And I like to bring this out because I used to always like to bring out about plane crashes. You know, you got maybe what, a minute, 30 seconds, depends on how high the plane is, if it's flipping out of control. And everybody's screaming, things falling all over the place, you puking, shitting, pissing, whatever the case is like that. In the case with these people out there in DC, they didn't even have time to even realize what happened. These people were all dead. These people were all dead in less than 5 seconds. Even the ones that was in the back of the plane that was going down, before they realized the plane was even crashing and they could even scream, they were dead. Everybody else was already disintegrated with the impact of the helicopter. It was death, instantaneously for these people. They were disintegrated or they were chopped into pieces, you know. So I can't imagine the scene for the people who went to go pick up the bodies and stuff had to have been really grisly. I mean, grisly scene, pieces of people. Pieces. Okay? But that being said, we don't ever make any plan to do a damn thing without saying Lord willing. Meaning what? If Yahweh Shema Shai has that purpose for you to do that, it will happen. If he doesn't, it's not going to happen. I can't tell you how many things I want to do, and for some reason it just never could happen. You know, and it's because it's not the will of the Lord is for you to not do that particular thing. It could be a time. It could be any other reason. Any other reason. So the Lord told us, so don't fool. You're going to lose your life, and then who's going to have that? That billionaire guy that was on the helicopter with his family. The Lord deleted him and his entire family. He put the spirit in whoever it was to sabotage that helicopter. Because you imagine, kind of like Kobe Bryant when he was flying, you know, that day they grounded all of the planes and the choppers and stuff because of the condition. But you can imagine Kobe Bryant was sitting on that doggone helicopter with his other friends there, and he feel proud of himself because he had the keys to the city of Los Angeles. So you can imagine that the pride in this doggone nigga man. Okay, and his former teammates, them said that he was like that. This dude was a demon. He was a demon. Self-serving, self-centered demon. You can imagine him just like thinking like, oh, I'm Kobe, you know, I'm Kobe, you know, and when people were riding with him, they probably like, yeah, they felt so proud. They felt invincible. He's rich, he's popular, and they felt invincible. And then they all died. A horrible death. Okay? Why Yahweh Shema Shai for displaying that example of when the Lord has pissed the hell off at you. And that is scary. Okay? That was a perfect example. Just like you had rich people on that plane that collided with that helicopter out there in DC. Those are examples of the judgment that the Lord shows. Okay, we bring it out to you because we can see that those are judgments coming from the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. And he judged you according to your sins, so you can get judged hardcore based on your wickedness. Okay, so there it is right there. The Lord made it right there. Verse 2. Okay, who's going to spend all your money? Okay, you're dead now. So now who's going to get money? You can't take it with you. Okay, this is Isaiah 14, verse 13. Okay, and it reads. Let's see. Oh, let's go up. Let's actually go up a little bit on that. What the hell is that? Wow. You hear that? I mean, these dudes will literally blow their heads out. And we used to always say something like this: you fight like how you train. Fight like how you train. In fact, I'm going to do a video on that. Fight like how you train. You will fight like how you train. So if you don't train, guess what? You don't really have a fight in you. So if you practice not being aware, drowning out your thoughts with stupid music everywhere you go, unaware, in your own conceited mindset, you think because you have a little bit of money to buy a big truck or a lifted truck, you get a roof over your head, some food, a couple of friends, patting you on the balls and telling you how great you are. You think somehow that exempt you from the problem. So you somehow going to be invincible during the time when those problems come. So you walk around in ignorance constantly. You walk around in constant ignorance. And the Lord made it very clear, He's going to come to you as a thief at night. When you least expect it. You think things are great, or you think things you get it all figured out. That's when the Lord will really take you apart and destroy you. A slow, agonizing, painful tribulation. Take away all your comforts, all those things. It says, that come is brought down to the grave a noise of that walls, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms covered thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, Lucifer, son of the morning, how thou come cut down to the ground, which just weaken the nations. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of power. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation beside the north. So yes, Esau, man, this guy is a bragger. All he does is talk and boast and what he gonna do this and he gonna do that and all that stuff. And guess what? Okay, if you don't know, okay, Esau is Jacob, brother, okay, which means Esau the Edomite. He's a Hebrew Edomite. We are the Hebrew Israelite. This is his time to rule, because why? This is his blessing. He gave him the blessing, okay? Yahweh Shai, who was in the form of Isaac, blessed him, okay, with the fatness of the earth and through the sword, violence. He's going to obtain all of it, everything that he wants. So this man was never created to be a just man or a just ruler. He was created, okay, and his blessing is to spoil everything, take everything, destroy everything. And all the nations on this earth will only know misery, utter misery under the rulership of Esau. Okay? It says, I will ascend above the heights of the cloud, I will be like the Most High, which is the north. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, beside the pit. So the Lord is going to bring Esau and these Edomites into a judgment. Okay? Now, these low-level ones are going to get judged. But guess who's going to be judging them? Their own kings are going to be judging their ass. Okay? Their own kings are going to be judging their ass. And then, the Lord is going to bring those kings into hardcore, brutal slavery. And then those kings are going to bring back all these peasant Edomites right now who are going to get judged and die in the lake of fire. Okay? We're going to bring them back into their slavery. And they'll go generation after generation of slavery. They'll come into slavery, they'll die, because they'll be mortals, they'll die, they'll be reborn again, and continue on and on and on until the Lord finally destroys all the spirits, okay, of the Edomites. He says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and saying, is this man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prison? So even the 2/3 are going to be looking at them and going, damn, we used to think that Esau was a shit, okay? But he's going to be brought down so low in the kingdom, I mean, so pitiful in the kingdom. Wow. Okay? Because here it is right now, you know, when you see a plane flying in the air, the first thing you think is a white man behind the white man's flag. When you see a drone, you think the same thing. Helicopter, same thing. In fact, anything that deals with intelligence or deals with technology, the face of the so-called black man is not thought of, even by the so-called black people and Latino Native Americans. Okay? So nobody ever looks at us as anything more than dumb, inferior shit. And we understand that. We're not it's not bothering us anymore. And you know why? Because we understand the ways of the wicked. So we're no longer in the world struggling trying to prove ourselves, and we saw that we're above animals, that we're above mammals. Okay, so I have degrees. Can you hire me? Can you give me a job? See, I'm not stupid, I'm not dumb. I went to a nice school too, you know. And we all been in the world where we sat in that chair, and these crackers would look at you with that smirk on their face, and you just trying to do your best. Be sure that you're not some monkey. I did it. Okay? Now they wonder why you're so angry now that you find out who they are and who you really are. The fact that we have to be humbled, we have to be humiliated like that. But that was all part of the test that the Lord put us in. The Lord, like I said, the Lord customized each and every one of us our tribulations for us to go through those things. I used to always attribute it to like trying to run up a glass hill with slime on it. You just run, and going nowhere. No matter how hard you try. And there was a reason for that. Now look at these people. After all of the bowing down and ass kissing and dick sucking and shit like that, they're catching hell. They can't pay for their car, they can't pay for their house, they can't buy food. All they do is just whine and bitch and complain and looking for somebody to feel sorry for their ass. In the meantime, we just saying good for you. Okay? Shalak Rayom Mashipayam to all of you. Shalak Rayom Mashipayam to El Paso. Shalak Rayom Mashipayam to all these guys that are driving by that are going to destroy you and your kids and your pets and give you a hard time. Poltergeists roam into your house and punch you. When demons cast it, when demons go and talk to your minds, okay? Make you miserable. So these are things. Let's go to Revelation 18. Book of Revelation 18, starting verse 7. Let's talk about self-glory. Everything about this man is about that, man. Okay, you know, Esau, you don't impress us. We just watch you, and then we report your bullshit. I mean, you're a joke. Okay, you're a joke. You're a joke. You Edomites are a joke. And when we say Edomites, we're not talking about you don't go 9 Obviously, they watch our videos, they take them down. They take down a lot of the old ones. So you all know exactly the mindset of each and every one of us. We're not hiding it. Without you don't need to tap phones and none of that shit. I look right into the camera every doggone week and tell you, okay, that you ain't shit. You ain't shit. There it is. That's what I think. That's what I express and say. Okay, and when I build the videos, that's exactly what I say into it. Ain't nothing hiding. Alright? So y'all going to all like, well, we watching you. Who gives a flying shit? We watching you too. And the Lord is watching you. And the Lord is watching us. So what's your point? You think we fear you or we fear the Lord? This is Revelation 18, verse 7 reads, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she has said in her heart, I see the queen of no video, and she see no sorrow. Yes, she will. You will lose World War II, slack you, World War III. Okay, right now, as he's still going, retarded ass, people drive around in a metal coffin. They don't realize that a lot of their kids, okay, are going to be drafted. Or you're going to go into an internment camp. A lot of you men are going to get drafted, okay, under the age of 40, or you're going to go into the internment camp. It's just that simple. Because they're going to run out of damn bodies. They have a lot of equipment, but they're going to run out of damn bodies. It ain't going to be like doggone Afghanistan, you know, where they would shoot up an RPG in the air, blow a horn and pretend like doggone the base is getting attacked so they can have some adventure. So they can justify staying over there. It's a joke. RPG, which is doggone little, what is it, rocket propelled grenade. Doesn't do a damn thing. Maybe has a destructive diameter of like maybe 36 inches. Nah, you can have doggone, what do you call those things? Tactical nukes hitting these doggone bases. Tactical nukes hitting doggone these fleets out there. Okay, there was 7 fleet. There by these aircraft carriers. You can have tactical nuke that's going to be hitting these aircraft carriers. You can have tactical nuke, okay, that's going to be shooting these planes out of the sky, creating doggone what you call an EMP, causing the other ones to drop in the sky. That's how it's going to go down. The real men in Russia and China and these other countries, okay, that these doggone prissy friggin' doggone air-conditioned MRE and doggone monkeys over here called soldiers and service members. You're not going to be fighting against no damn 80-pound friggin' doggone Ethiopian or Somalian. Oh no. And the European Union countries are not going to be coming to the aid of the United States, okay? When the United States go there and get drawn into that conflict against Persia, which is Iran, okay? Because these doggone fake-ass Jewish kikes over there, doggone the state of Israel, is drawing them in. It said the least of the flock will draw them in. So as we speak right now, they're actually building up the forces over there. Building up the forces over there. I think of late I'm seeing a whole lot of doggone Black Hawks flying overhead. They're doing a lot of training missions over here. And this particular base over here, Fort Bliss, is one of the places, one of the staging areas for the service members now to prepare to be deployed. This is one of the staging areas. You have Fort Bliss, you have Fort Dix, okay, out there on the East Coast. It says, therefore shall a plague come in one day, death, and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, but strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And everybody in the world is going to see this. They're going to see this. They're going to see the judgment of this place. The Lord will destroy this place with thermonuclear weapon. Not to mention the chariots. The chariots are going to be melting this place. Okay, melting this place. Earthquakes erupting out of the ground. We didn't even know earthquakes. We didn't even know volcanoes was in the ground here in the United States. All of them simultaneously erupting. That's why this place is going to be called. That's why this place is going to be known as the Lake of Fire. It's going to be molten, man. Wicked ass people are going to be on this. Lord willing, I'm sitting on the chariots, watching this, praying to Yahweh Shemal Shai, thanking him for saving our asses out of this doggone thing. It's going to be hell. But one of the things that brothers really looking forward to is that Jacob's trouble and tribulation, especially if we're going to be coming through, being saved through it. Because it's our desire to see you doggone niggas in space get judged, man, and fucking fall on hard times. I laugh my ass off at these women now coming going, oh, you really need a man. Nobody wants your ass, man. STDs and what else? Who the hell wants your damn fat ass? Y'all spent years and years doing exercise when you do a damn thing. And you believe that someone will want you. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. And these are gonna make these bitch ass men. They're not gonna be helpful. It's Malachi 1. Sound verse 4. It reads. Oh, let's go back to number 1, because here's the attitude of the people here. Here's the attitude of the people here. Okay, here's the attitude of every Hebrew. This is why you see the mockeries going on right now. Every day the brothers are putting up videos of these TikTok videos where these people actually hate the fact that they're Hebrew Israelites. Hate the fact that this gospel is being preached. Of course, they're directing all their attention to IUIC and them because they're the ones that go out there and do the bullhorn and get the fringes t-shirt on and just trying to make being a Hebrew Israelite a popular thing. Okay, so people are angry, but nonetheless, it comes about the correction because at the same time, while the IUIC and ISCPK go out there and they do it out of order. Still, they bring out certain things, and many of us who are now teaching the doctrine the way Great Millstone is teaching it, okay, we all started out following ISUPK or IUIC or some other group, Wi-Fi or whatever case like that, before the Lord took us away from that and brought us over to learn the real truth, okay, and also put us out in the highway and the byway too. Okay, to why the Yahweh Shemal Shai for that. So you start from it was a gradualism. You got the entry level part of it. As you grow and your heart desires to know more, the Lord gave you more. Okay, so you didn't get it all at once. The Lord gave you the way you can handle it. So this is Malachi 1. Psalm verse 1 reads the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemal Shai Malachi. I have loved you. He said the Lord Yahweh Shemal Shai, yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? So you mean you love us. Look at the shit we're in right now. Huh? Aches, pain, poor, constantly in slavery. Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord Yahweh Shemal Shai, yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay? So even though the Lord loved Esau, because Esau is his son, he laid his mountains down for the dragons of the wilderness. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemal Shai, who are thinking called Lord Jesus. They shall build, but I will throw down. They shall be called the God of wickedness, and the people to whom the Lord had an indignation for. These are the people who the Lord has an indignation for. These are the people making your life miserable and have you in slavery. Speaking Spanish, destroying your life. I don't speak Spanish, but there are brothers, there are prophets that do speak Spanish. Okay, and they do preach it in Spanish, and they will tell you the exact same thing. Okay. What is your you are so-called Mexican?
Mexicano.
Huh?
I'm Mexican.
So-called Mexican. You're Mexican?
Yeah.
Father? Okay, so this would be you. You are actually Mexican. Ishakar. Okay. Yeah, you are Ishakar. You are from the tribe of Ishakar. Okay, so your symbol would be the donkey or the mule. That's right. So you also English? You can't speak English? You can't speak English. Okay, so you are from the tribe of Ishakar. So you are part of the. If your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are what is known as the Hebrew Israelite. Okay, so there are two kingdoms. You have the northern kingdom, which is the Israelites. Okay, and then you have the southern kingdom, which are the Jews, the true Jews. These people there, the Negroes. Okay, this is the tribe there. What you call Jesus? He's a Judite. Okay, he's from the tribe of Judah. Okay, and then you have the Hebrew Israelites, which is the Israelites, okay, the children of Israel, the chosen people, which are these other kingdoms here. Okay, including the Native Americans that were here. So each and every one of us have been enslaved. You had the Europeans go to the conquistadors went down to South America. What do? All the civilization just died. Okay, they wiped them out. What do you have going on right now with Trump? Trump just signed an executive order on Friday, right now, okay, in which their eyes is on these people, because this is actually written in the scripture that we are going to go through something called Jacob's trouble. Jacob is the 12th tribe of Israel. Okay, Jacob had 12 sons, and each one of those sons is the name that you see right here, and that's the name of the tribe. Okay, that's the name of the tribe. So Issachar, your symbol would be, Judah would be the lion. Issachar, your symbol is a mule, like a donkey. Do you hear always say, they say Mexicans are the hardest workers? When you think of a mule, it carries a lot of burden, right? Okay, so you're a target. You are a target. You know why you're a target? Because you are the true children of the Lord. Okay, your language is not Spanish. It's a language that you got during your slavery. So the blacks were not the only people on slavery. We weren't the only people that went through this. This is actually from Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy 28. The book of Deuteronomy 28 tells you about this happening. But they would rape you. They rape the men, they rape the women, your children. Did you know back in the 60s that they used to take Mexicans and put them and bait them with gasoline before they would come across the border of the United States? You have 18 nations that were created. You have all these other nations that are here illegally. Yet still all of you hear in the news, the Latinos and the Mexicans are illegal. Isn't a white man illegal? Okay, so the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They're known as Edomites. And I was just reading a passage there when your husband came. Okay, concerning that. Secretly right now in Florida, Oklahoma, and several of these states, and right here in El Paso, okay, you have a white nationalist right now that is training to come and kick your door down, rape you, him, your kids, okay, take your houses from you. This is a judgment that's going to come to our people because our people are disobedient. Our people do not follow dietary law. When you eat taco, you don't eat shrimp or pork tacos. Those are against the dietary laws of us. We are the true holy people. This is the reason why you're pursued. This is the reason why they have legislation right now going after you. That executive order that Trump signed on Friday is now giving the police and his ICE agents and all of his federal agency authority to now grab you out of your car with no type of judicial hearing, and they can put you in a plane and send you to El Salvador, Guantanamo Bay. I serve in this man military. I know exactly how he operates like that. They have you worshiping this. They have you now. They have you worshiping this. Jesus. Jesus. Did you know that it was a picture of a sodomite or a sissy man? They painted a picture of him, Caesar Borgia, and they have you worshiping him. Okay, this is what they have you worshiping. These are the people that are ruling the world. Okay, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. These are the people that are calling the shots, not the president. These are the ones that are calling the shots. Okay, these are the ones that are ruling the world. They have our women. This is our women here. In June, whole month, 30 days dedicated to sodomy. A man is not to lay with a man. That's against our laws. A woman is not to lay with a woman. A woman is created for a man for a woman. Okay? This is what they have our women. This is what our women are produced to. You're a princess. You are a princess. He is a king. He is a king. You are royalty. We are better than these people. They don't want you to know who you are. And because we are out here preaching, there's brothers like me all over this country and all over the world. Okay? Because we are the ancient prophets of preaching. I was in this military. Zone number 6, FEMA camps. These are prison camps. They have them. This is zone number 6. 4 Bliss House prison camps. Take out. Okay? You have these things. Microchip into your head. You're going to take. That's this right here. This is called a mark of the beast. Mark of the beast. Okay? It goes into the hand like this. They tell you not to take it. Okay? This is what's going on next right now. You now have to have the real ID. The real ID now to travel. Okay? They're now getting ready to go digital. They're getting ready to cross this economy and go digital. And if you listen to the headlines all the time, who are they blaming? Who are they calling thieves and drug dealers? Yeah, right? Exactly. See, at first it used to only be, they used to look at the so-called black man. See, they don't want you to know that you and I are brothers and sisters. So we've been separated, and it's part of the curse that the Lord put on us in Deuteronomy 37, that we would look at each other, because as a collective in Egypt, when we were taken on the 12 tribes and we were brought over, Moses brought us out of there. This is not the first time you've lived. You've lived before. You've been alive. This is not the first time. You ever had deja vu?
Yes.
There it is right there. Why do you think you like good things? You have it right, deja vu. Why do you think you like good things? You live in royalty. You lived in royalty. That's why you clean. That's why you like to live good. Okay. That's why our people, we can dance well. We have all the salt. Because we are the chosen people. We are the salt of the earth. We're the ones that were created to be special. We're stronger, we're faster, we're the best fighters, the best dancers, we're creative, okay? But they're getting ready to crash this economy, and right now they're getting ready to bring this out. And this is very critical that you don't take this. We go into the book of Revelation 13. In fact, I'm going to bring it out. Okay, when you go into the book of Revelation 13, it talks about this beast system here. And let's start with the book of Revelation 13.
He wants to know if you believe in Jesus.
Not in Jesus itself. No, Jesus is not, his name is not, yeah, there's no such thing as Jesus. What you have is Yahweh. His name is Yahweh. That's what the world calls Jesus. So in English, they tell you Jesus. But in Paleo-Hebrew, our ancient language, it's Paleo-Hebrew. The ancient language is Paleo-Hebrew. So who they call God? Yes. So your ancient language, you speak. So right now, when you go down to the like Mayan ruins or the Aztec ruins, they show you the language. Okay, the ancient language. It looks like. It's a Hebrew language that looks like this. This is what the Hebrew language looks like. Okay, that's the ancient language. So you have Yahweh, who they call God. Yahweh, self-existent, eternal. He's He. There's no one before Him. Then you have Yahweh Shai, who is the Son. They're two separate beings. But Yahweh Shai, who's who they call Jesus. Okay, Yahweh.
Es como Yahweh. Primero el principio y el fin.
Some people say yeah. Some people go Yahweh or Yeshua. Okay, but it's Yahweh for God. That's the Most High, and Yahweh Shai. Okay, Hamashiach, who they call Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's the reason why when we pray to Him, and it's going to be very important during this time of trouble that you will need to know those names. Okay, we go Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem. Okay, that's our ancient language. So it's not that Yiddish Jewish over there. The Yiddish language they speak in the state of Israel, that's not the real Hebrew. We speak the real Hebrew. So men like myself, there's thousands of us all over the world.
Where are you from?
Where I'm from? Well, I came from California to El Paso. So, but if you really want to know where we're really from,
I've been to Israel. That's what I was.
Okay, you've been to Israel. Okay, yes, called the state of Israel. They were incorporated in 1948. Okay, these people incorporated them. 1948. Okay, now, according to the scriptures, when the true Israelites go back to Israel, they will live in peace. They will not die. There will be no sin in entering into Jerusalem. Yes, so Jerusalem is like what Jerusalem for sodomy or the Pride Parade is like what Las Vegas is for gambling. Exactly. So we'll figure it out. Okay, they're never in peace since they went there. They flew there. They went there. The children of Israel would be brought back in chariots. They flew there in propeller planes. 1948. Okay, if you ask each and everybody over there which tribe are they from, they all convene, and all of them will tell you, "Oh, I'm Judah." How the hell can you have everybody from the tribe of Judah when it's called tribe? Where are the 12 gates that's written in the scripture? Okay, that would have the name of the tribe. Okay, where's Jesus? He's supposed to be there. King David is supposed to be there. Okay, there's supposed to be no sin. When the Israelites go back to Israel, they will be in the rulership of the earth. The earth will not be in conflict anymore. Why is there conflict? Right now, the United States is sending over troops right now to the Middle East and staging up for World War III. This is real. Your life is about to change in the next couple of weeks. Your life is about to change. The food is going to run out here. El Paso only has about six food stores. Okay? And I'm going to read something for you here, and I want you to listen to the situation that's going to take place here in El Paso real soon. But overall, it's going to take place here. But overall, it's going to take place in America, and of course it's Earth, but really it's all about what's going to take place here. Let's talk about El Paso, what's going to take place real soon. Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra 16. And start at verse 19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as a scourge for amendment. But for all these things they should not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges." So our people live in a sleep. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. That's a wicked holiday. Do not celebrate that. Christmas, do not celebrate that. We're not supposed to celebrate these heathen holidays. Okay? We're not supposed to be celebrating birthdays or any of those things. Those are heathen holidays. Okay? But our people, they believe that everything is good. Behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon the earth that they should think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evil go upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Everybody in Texas has a gun in their house. Okay? Everybody in Texas has a gun in their house. Your neighbor that's saying good morning to you, or Feliz Navidad or whatever, is going to turn around and put a gun in your face and take your food from you very soon. Okay, here it is. Let's continue on here. It says, let's actually just go to 7 and 15. I want to go to 15. This is second address, second address 15. So it says, Egypt, and this place is known as spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Next month, whole month dedicated to sodomy. You know what sodomy is? Sissies, basically gay people. Yeah. Okay, which is against the children of this tribe to do. The other nations, they were not given the laws. There's 613 commandments, not 10 commandments.
Is there any way we can read up Spanish or?
Oh yeah. We have men that teaching Spanish. Actually, let me see.
Well, do you have like a link that we can go?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you link up to my. Let me give you you have YouTube. You go on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have a YouTube page or YouTube account or whatever?
No.
Okay. Usually it's kind of easy, so at least we get the notification.
Actually, ¿tú tienes YouTube?
Yes, YouTube.
No sigo la esta, pero no.
¿No tienes cuenta?
Okay, so we go for. Okay, so now you're subscribed to one of my pages. Okay, so when you go there and you'll see you'll see this on there because I'm on live right now. So from there, just say a note in there, type in there like saw you today. From there, I can send you a link inside there that will give you the one to the Spanish. Because we have the Spanish brothers, they speak out in California, out here in Texas, all across, and even across the land. And they teach directly Spanish, and also our brothers that are out there, out in Mexico City.
Thank you.
Okay, who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Of course.
You are Hebrew Israelites. You're the chosen people of the Lord. You're special. You think you came up here coincidentally? No, the Lord brought you up here. I come out here every Sunday. Okay, I put up videos every day. Come out here every Sunday. To our Lord. And the Lord is going to choose who He wants to hear this word. And everybody else will go. There's only a remnant of people that He's going to save. And so when all hell breaks loose, when you repent, when you come back to your true power, who you really are, not Jesus, Yahweh. When you come back to that, all hell breaks loose and there's starvation going on, people are breaking each other's house and killing each other for a slice of bread, and all hell breaks loose and dead bodies all over the place. It goes past you. Okay? You know the story of Moses when they were about to leave and Pharaoh decided to let them go, and they were told to take the lamb's blood and put it on the doorpost. You know that story? On the doorpost, and the angel of death will pass through. That's exactly what it is like that. So each and everybody that hear this word and understand the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is going to get a seal. Once that seal is in your head, you know the name. The death angel is going to pass by. And you're going to see people that you know that are going to die.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a good day.
All right, you take care. So there it is. I gave them the link to my page, and then they They can go and they can look. You see, some people they watch and they don't really want to hear about things that's going to be bad. So let's go into 1 John 2 and starting verse 15. So we go 1 John 2, starting verse 15, it reads, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, it is not of the Father, but it's of the world." Okay, and why do you think the Lord is saying not to love the world? It's because if you love the world, guess what? You're going to be heartbroken when this world and the worldly things is being destroyed. When Esau comes and kick down your door, take your shit off, you lose your stuff, you're going to go into depression. This is the reason why people who have the mentality of, I have nothing to lose, it's so much easier for them. It's going to be so much easier for them. The people right now who've been homeless all their lives, pretty much for the most part, the impact of the economy doesn't have any effect on them for the most part when it's concerned to go to worldly goods. Okay, now, they are going to be impacted because the free food or the soup kitchens are going to be closed. And so they are going to be impacted by that. Okay, it says, "And the world passes away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the power abideth forever." Okay? Proverbs 1, 21 to 27, because here's a life cycle of that we always talk about. Sometimes you hope to get people up. Obviously, the man wants to learn, but of course he can't speak English, only the wife can. So of course, I just speak and then she has to translate for him, and he wants to know. But I think it would be better that if I told him, I said, when they get on there, to send me a text. And, well, on YouTube, I should say. And then I can give them the link to go to the Spanish brothers, speaking brothers, where they can actually hear this in Spanish. Unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish, nor am I learning to. Okay, so this is Proverbs, the book of Proverbs 1, starting verse 21. Which obviously we go into this a lot, concerning what happens when you're a stubborn, hard-headed Jake. Okay, you're gonna catch up. It says, "Wisdom cried she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of the concourse and the openings of the gates in the city. She uttered her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorn is delight in their scorning? Fools say the knowledge," which is you don't want to know who you really are. We understand people are going to say, that Jesus and all that stuff, which is Yahweh Shai. So you always have to correct Jason in that respect, because that's what they know. That's what we knew before we were corrected. He said, "Turn ye at my reproof, behold, I will pour my spirit upon you, I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched my hand, and no man regarded. But ye had set up not all my counsel, at none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity, I will mock at your fair coming." So who's going to mock? We're going to mock. Now, many of them out here, they speak English, but they're not going to come out here. There's parking spaces. Those guys came out. The Spirit brought them up here. The Spirit brought them up here for a reason. So, Lord willing, they could go and hear there's always a beginning. There's always a beginning. There's always a beginning. So it might be easier for them to get it in Spanish and they can be converted. They can be converted. And today I was not going to actually come out here. I was actually going to go someplace else in the park, under a shade, versus coming to my regular spot. But the Spirit came on me to come here, and then who knows? That could be fruits. That could be fruits. They could be fruits. Okay, and you want to be producing fruits for the Lord. Okay, it says, "I also will laugh at your calamity, I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when the stress and anguish coming upon you," which is exactly what we do. We make fun of these. We make fun of these jakes when they catching hell, starting with these doggone women. The "I don't need a man" spirit women, and a lot of them still rebellious. See, because they still kind of want to like, they're not really denying the fact that they need a man. they're still rebellious even though they're catching up. They see, they kind of still kind of, they hope if they cry enough in the camera and get some sucker to feel sorry for them, you know, that they can continue on with their shit before they decide to have that feel good spirit and go, I don't need a man again. Okay? But see, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Alright? It's Proverbs 1, 20 and 29, continuing on, it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. You're not going to find the prophets out here. We're not going to be out here when the bullets are flying. We're not going to be out here when the earthquakes are rumbling and crumbling. We're not going to be out here when these sentries are going around and shooting and killing Jakes indiscriminately. We're not going to be out here. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You didn't choose the fear of him. We did. We did. Like I said, I was not going to come out here today. I was going to go someplace else, which would not have had access to anybody, you know. But you know, I came out here in this spot, you know, because we are commanded to come on the highway in the byway. So unless it's extremely windy and dusty, no, you come here and do the work. So Lord willing, the elect was edified and close by giving all the honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash, Shalom.